Hello, folks. Welcome to Kudlow. I'm Larry Kudlow. We are here at Palm Beach Atlantic University in West Palm Beach, Florida. Delighted to be here. We got a few technical issues going on, but we're going to do the best we can. Only 3 days, this is the breaking news, I don't know, an hour ago or so, only 3 days after Donald Trump announced his third bid for the presidency, the Biden administration went in with their political weapon. The Justice Department has appointed a special counsel to investigate the Mar-a-Lago documents dispute, to investigate the January 6th charges that he obstructed or prevented a peaceful transfer of power. It didn't take the Bidens long. All along, for 2 years, they have done everything they can to stop Donald Trump from becoming president again. And this is the third independent prosecutor in 5 years. Mr. Trump has never been stopped. All this stuff has come to nothing. But here we go again. The Bidens have politicized this. This is nothing more, in my view, than a war against Mr. Trump. We saw it during the midterm elections, as Biden and his group would refer constantly to mega, MAGA, mega, MAGA. Here's my friend, former Trump aide Stephen Miller, called it, and I quote, a Democratic prosecutor running a team of more Democratic prosecutors with no oversight. I think that's well. The name of the special counsel is a chap named Jack Smith. I don't know him. He's a former Justice Department official. We'll see how that runs. But I am sure over the course of this investigation that there will be leak after leak, damaging and do everything they can to damage what Mr. Trump is doing. Now, I don't know if Donald Trump is going to be the Republican nominee. I don't know if he's going to be president. To use the late Donald Rumsfeld's idea, this is a knowable unknown, okay? It's knowable, but it's unknown what the outcome is going to be. So I have no idea. What I do know is the Bidens will do everything they can to stop him, and they will use the special counsel leaks, and I guarantee the FBI will be involved. This is everything that shouldn't be and everything that needs to be prosecuted by a new Republican Congress. Now, Mr. Trump has made some statements, too. Let's see. Hold on one second. Mr. Trump has told Fox News Digital, and let me be specific, quote, he won't participate in this. I'm sorry, the word he used, he won't partake in this, and he called it the worst politicalization of justice in our country. And the ex-president went on to say, I have been proven innocent for 6 years on everything, from fake impeachment to Mueller, who found no collusion, and now I have to do more, he asks. So that's Mr. Trump's take. I'm going to stop there. I just want to put this out. To me, all this stuff could have been solved. The National Archives people could have talked to the Trump people, and they could have figured out what documents they needed. Mr. Trump said for long ago, almost from day one, he'd give them anything they want. And as far as the January 6th committee and all that, there has never been any evidence that Mr. Trump either provoked or incited violence or stopped the peaceful transfer of power. Did he complain? Sure. Did he stop it? No. I'm not a lawyer. That's just my own view. This is just politics as usual in the land of Joe Biden and Merrick Garland. That's all.